Hello there and welcome back to Foundry. Yes, we're back on Foundry once again, going to be continuing our single player playthrough. Yes, let's see. What do we got? We got 264 hours. Let's go. Alright, and here we are back in 10 FPS land. Yes, that's what I'm calling it. 10 FPS land. I still got that project to finish too. So many projects, so little time. But yes, we're back on here. Just a quick little thing. Today is a Friday, so hopefully y'all have yourselves a great weekend this weekend as well. So, very good, very good. So, if you weren't here last time, we had finished the steel project. So this is our steel factory right here. This whole corner, this L shape right here, you know, this backwards L shape. is a whole entire steel factory. So we had just finished it. We put in the crushers Mark II and the advanced smelters, the 100 advanced smelters that we needed in order to do that. So we got we're using the advanced ignum ore blend so that we get more steel out of it, which works really nicely. And it all goes through these 100 smelters, which is making 30 steel a minute. So 30 times 100 is 3,000. So we're making 3,000 steel per minute. That's quite a bit. As well as we did get it finished and hooked up downstairs as well. We can go check that out. Again, apologies for the FPS. You guys know why. I mean, look at this place. Can you really think of no reason why my FPS is so bad? Lowering down the graphics doesn't help. That stuff. So. There's just too much in one spot, basically. And they did talk about optimizing, so. But yeah, and it's a little bit of a mess down here, but it does work pretty well. So here's our steel box this time. So the steel box has been moved, and you can see it's got full of steel, and then we got all the steel outputs going across, and then going out this way. This one. Sadly, there's not enough room to put another steel output. I guess if I moved my steel outputs, but then I'd have to kink all these ones. Yeah, I'm not willing to put in that much effort. It's good enough as it is. So, and hopefully the next update they will bring much needed optimization and improvements so that we can go back to, like, even if the next update pushes us up to 30 FPS, and that's all we're going to be getting. I'd be more happy than with what we got right now. Yeah, I went a little bit too crazy on the old stuff. So, however, yes, we're still on our way to upgrading all of the belts. We're not making any more Mark IIs, so what we need to start doing is we need to start going around and upgrading Mark IIs. This is because I have completely disconnected upstairs. Oh, these are still Mark 1 elevators. There's 3 of them. Nah, I'm not too worried about it because I'm going to remove them anyway. And these are still Mark II belts anyway, so it don't really matter. But yeah, this right here is completely disconnected. As you can see, the inputs are swapped to outputs right now, which is the ones making the Mark III. The Mark III stuff. So all of them are like that. So that basically we only turn the stuff that we swap out from our old base to our new base when we start upgrading all these belts and stuff like that, which I have been doing just very slowly and piece by piece. Over the various episodes, I have been slowly upgrading the entire factory, or the entire city, upgrading all the city to Mark III belts. And then hopefully when the next update comes out, they'll introduce the Mark IV belt, which we're speculating. I don't know what the speed's going to be, but we're speculating that it is the blue belt. And the reason we're speculating that is because when you put down the big old miners on the infinite ore nodes, there's a blue belt, and then as soon as you put another belt on there, it switches the belt coming out of that miner. But you can see right off the bat it's a blue belt. So they definitely got in store the blue belt there. But yeah, we can go ahead and remove all of this. Get all this trash out of the way. And then the autosave. That autosave's getting too much longer. I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna start thinking about cutting it from the video like we did with Satisfactory. Yeah, Satisfactory hit a point one time that I had to literally start cutting out the autosaves because the autosaves would literally take minutes. It would just sit there and hang. This is because that was just because the map was just, or the build was just too big, and it would literally hog up my entire hard drive, my entire system hard drive, just to save it, because you know all the saves are saved to the C drive whether you have two drives or not, unless you change that specifically. Maybe I should change all the autosaves or all my saves and stuff over to the D drive. Yeah, there's not a lot of games that let you do that though, let you change where the save location is. They'll just make a new save basically if you move it. Nah, that's fine. Or yeah, I just upgrade to a solid state. I have a hybrid for my C drive, but yeah, maybe a solid state might be a good idea. Don't have the money for it though, of course. But anyway, so that is what we did last time. Basically, though, it was we finished off the steel factory, got it all hooked up, ready to go. Today's factory, we're going to kind of take it easy a little bit. We're not going to think about too much. Just kind of take it easy. It is Friday after all. And upgrading the glass factory. So the glass factory here is still using the old small smelters, the normal ones that you get even at the beginning of the game. You can see that it takes 60 gravel to make 12 glass, and that's not very efficient. That's I mean it makes sense because gravel usually tends to be pretty small, so making panes of glass that are taped together like this, making glass, it's not very efficient. And actually it's sand, it's not gravel. Don't tell the developers though, they'll add another step. Be like, you got to make gravel and then you got to crush it down again in order to make sand, and then you turn the sand into glass. Anyway, so we've got these crushers in here that are all lined up. We're going to go ahead and check the recipe as well. So let's see, where can we do that? There's not a whole lot of places where we can actually check recipes because we've got decoration blocks for our roads and concrete blocks for our sidewalks, which neither of them carry power. So I guess we'll just set up a little thing over here, just kind of borrow the power off the side of this building for a minute because I want to check the recipe. See, the normal recipe, I believe, whoops, stop it. In order to get that 60 a minute that we need to make the glass, we need 2 crushers per 1 smelter, because you look at these, it's 60 gravel here, and then 60 gravel here, or sorry, 30 and 30, which makes 60 gravel, which then gets put on a belt, which then goes up here and goes into a single smelter. So the way I've got this set up right now, we've got 5 smelters per belt, and 10 crushers per belt, because it's 2 to 1. And I want to check and see if that ratio is still the same when upgrading to the advanced stuff. So let's go ahead and grab this right here. It doesn't matter because the recipe, I don't know why we can't set recipes for the smelters. I would rather be able to do that. I know that Factorio does it, and that's where they took their inspiration from, but still, I would like to be able to do that. Just because it just makes things easy, because then I can just look at the numbers. See, with this, I can't look at the numbers on the advanced smelter. What I have to do is I have to go down here, and I have to grab a bit of gravel, and then put it inside the advanced smelter. Oops, in this one. And then see that it's 90 glass per minute to 18. 90! It's 90 gravel? Are you serious? Woof! But now we got the recipe. Now we know what it is. Okay. So, is there any advanced gravel recipes? Probably not. Huh? No. Just straight gravel. Oh. Yeah, it's completely changed. Making 60 per minute still. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, it has completely changed. Okay, so you actually end up making more with less crushers. Okay, so we still can't have one crusher to two, but it still takes two crushers to go into an advanced smelter. Yeah, so basically we're just doubling it. What's the amount of ore we're bringing in? Okay, so it basically exactly doubles. Okay, that takes 10 to make 30, and with the Mark II crusher, we use 20 to make 60. So it's exactly doubled. Okay, so that works for the set. I'm making sure that this setup here is going to work for this as well, because we're going to need it. Now, of course, we're going to have to upgrade the belts and stuff in there too, which we've got belts and stuff to do that. We might have to take a few trips to the belt factory in order to fully upgrade that. But all right, so then that makes 18 glass. How much glass does this make? 12 glass. So are we using less gravel or more gravel? We're using 3 crushers. 3 normal 1 crushers, 30, 60, 90. And then we're only getting... It's exactly doubled then, isn't it? Yeah, so if you take it with the normal crushers to an advanced smelter, it's 30, 60, 90, so it's 3 to make that 90. And then we're getting and then if you divide the 12 in half with the glass, that's 6. So the next step up would be 18. So 6, 12, 18. So yeah, we're using the exact same amount for the next step up. We're using the exact same amount. As far as ratio, we're using the exact same ratio. We're just stepping it up essentially, and we'll be getting more glass out of it because rather than making 12 times, what do we got here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. All right, so 50. Yeah, so it's 10 by 5. Yep. Okay, so 50. We've got 50 smelters here. I don't have my calculator in front of me. I know it's going to be more than 500. I know that. Didn't I write it down somewhere? I probably did. That's fine. So, yeah, we take that 12 times 50. That's 600. Of course. Duh. Alright, so 600. So then instead of that, we take our 18 times 50 with the advanced smelters. So we're adding 300. So we're now at 900. Or with the advanced smelters, we'll be at 900 per minute, which will split off in, yeah. And we have two belts going out into, and that'll be Mark 3, so it's 640. Yeah, we've got more than enough. Okay. We just got to keep the 2 belts because we'll be separating half of it from the other half. Yeah, 5 on one, 5 on the other. Okay, yeah, that'll definitely work. All right. So yeah, we're basically just adding extra. Okay. So, is it going to be enough for the Mark I belts to carry the resource? The Mark III belts to carry the resources. So we're taking 120 times 5. Oh crap! That doesn't sound good. Yeah, because it's 2 of these machines to 1 smelter still. we're actually making more gravel than we need. Yeah, and so 60. So yeah, 60. That's 600. Okay, no, that's good. So 100 and yeah, 120 times 5. That is 600. Okay, so we're just under the belt. Now the smelters don't need that much. It'd be 90 times 5 on there, so that'd be 450. Yeah, we're making way more gravel than we need. But I can't. It's not like I can overclock the thing. I don't think. Or can you now overclock these? I don't remember. I don't pay attention to a lot of this type of stuff here. Delta memory cell, data processor, data source button, data source lever, data evaluator, data cable. I have no freaking clue what any of this is, and I don't really care to. I know it has something to do with logistics, but it's like the old the advanced logistics for Factorio that they did with the green, yellow, and red, and I just went nope. My brain went nope. Okay, I don't think you can overclock these still. I think that's just it's slightly different, but anyway. Okay, so we have a bunch of crushers over there that we're going to turn into Mark IIs. So we need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. So 10 by 10, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. That would be correct. 10 by 10. So we need 100 crushers. We should have enough crushers here. I would think anyway. Just kind of scattered about the place. Yeah, give me all these. Just give me all them crushers, because Mark II crushers, I believe, take a Mark I crusher. Okay, that's all of our inserters. Okay, and the cool thing is we don't have to rearrange anything with this upgrade. We just have to upgrade it. The only thing we have to do is remove the old smelters, because you can't upgrade from a small smelter to an advanced smelter, which is unfortunate. But that's the way it was in Factorio too. Like, you couldn't go from a steel smelter to an electric furnace. It just did not work from there. So, and I don't think we're going to have enough crushers, but we're going to have smelters, the small smelters out the wazoo here. Need a trash can. That's what this game needs. I mean, I know there's this trash can, but what I want a trash can where I can turn it into basic material again. Like, scrap it, essentially. That's what I want. Be able to scrap our old crap that we can't use anymore into material, like being able to turn it into plates and rods again. And of course, it'd be at a loss. Where you get like a fourth of the material that went into it, but just plates and rods, basically. It turns it back into basic material. Like, that would be cool. Unless there's already something like that, but I don't think there is. You can let me know. I don't think we have enough crushers. 10, 20, 30, 40. We have 40 out of the 100. I don't want to have to do this, but I don't want to have a whole bunch of crushers. I don't want to have a whole bunch of crushers on hand either. I want to turn all my Mark 1s into Mark 2s. That is possible. Alright, so I guess what I'm going to do then is I'm going to, since we know this is good, pick this up. Okay, good. Oh, I could have read it right here. Yeah, 600 glass. Let's change that. It's after my upgrade. It's going to be 900 glass. Okay. Yeah, so basically what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to remove the crushers and upgrade them. And put down the upgraded ones once I make them. and then of course these ones, the small smelters. That's why I gave them so much space, because they're going to be going a 3x3, so that'll just fit within these areas. So then we'll do then we'll remove all the smelters and replace them. All right, it's gonna be fun. Oh, autosave, of course. Right in the middle of what I was trying to do there. All right, let's do it. Alrighty then, there we are. Glass factory completely upgraded with Mark III belts and everything. We got Mark III belts for the glass and the gravel, as well as Mark III belts for the limestone that was coming in. We've got Mark II crushers across the board, and we've got the advanced smelters for everything else. Everything worked out pretty good, I think. Of course, they got to make more glass because I couldn't put the glass back in, and I had an inventory full of glass, so I just kind of had to delete it, unfortunately. And it is what it is. So we lost a couple thousand glass. It's all right. So yeah, then we go down here. You can see, yep, we've got a full inventory full of glass. I probably, yeah, I do got to remove the inserters there. But I did switch it over to intake, but that's all right. Okay. So yeah, just upgrade that. I don't have anywhere near enough belts. I need to go along though, and we need to start upgrading this. Now I know all of the raw resources are all upgraded and stuff like that, so we just need to finish upgrading everything else. Oh, it is a mess though. It is a mess down here. But yeah, we just need to basically go around and just start upgrading all of the Mark II belts to being Mark III. That's just, we need to take some of these too. Hold on. Let's do this. So, you can have that, and you can have that. I don't think we have any. No, we don't have any splitters or anything. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, yeah, auto sort. We're going to take 51, 52, 53. 300 of those. We're going to take 300. Yeah, the only problem is these advanced, or these small smelters are clogging up my inventory. Alright, and we'll just take what we can. All that. Yep, and we're just going to go around and start upgrading. I'm not going to get everything done today, but yeah. We got the glass factory upgraded. I also upgraded the concrete factory, so the concrete factory no longer has Mark II crushers. I didn't check the math. I need to, but I'm pretty sure it just doubles, essentially, because there's only two, so it makes sense that it does double. Yeah, there's a lot of Mark II belts around here. That need to be upgraded to Mark III. However, let's go and check something very quick. We just need to grab one of these machines here, doesn't matter what. Grid status, okay. So, 364 assembler Mark II, so there's no Mark I assemblers anymore. 49 casting machines, 11 chemical processes, 1 construction warehouse, 389 crusher Mark IIs. So there's no crusher Mark Is anymore, so that's how I know all of the Mark IIs have been placed. 11 distillation towers, 152 drone miners, so there's not... and this is why I've gridded out everything to be... If I need the small power grid, I put it underneath the belts when I go out far to find material, so that it's all on one grid, one power grid, rather than what some people have, where they have a million power grids, and it's just nuts, you know. I'd rather just have it all listed on one, and then I can just go through and whatnot. I mean, if it's really far away, where it cost a lot of material to get there, I might do a second power grid for a little while anyway. But yeah, 10 flare stacks, 31 fluid assemblers. The reason there's 31 is because one of them is making liquid fuel for a jetpack. 20 greenhouses, that's just so we can make explosives. Of course, the advanced one doesn't need this recipe, but I'm too lazy to upgrade it. I don't use explosives all that much anyway. So 493 ceiling lights, 48 wall lights. This says 5 loaders, but no, it's 2,675 loaders, 846 loader second lane, 82 loader third lane, 10 research centers, 1 space station requester warehouse, 2 sales warehouses, and 350 advanced smelters. So there's no small smelters anywhere in there. Cool. So yeah, that's pretty much our power grid. That's why it's so freaking laggy around here. That's because 90% of all those machines are right here. they're right within render distance. So is a little bit nutty. But yeah, I'm gonna put all of my advanced smelters in here and all of my Crusher Mark IIs in here for now. Anyway, so then I can have some space. Oh, I need to go get the rest of those second lane and third lane and first lane loaders. This is nutty. Got too much crap. It's all stored in here. One day I'm gonna upgrade this too, or fix it and clean it up. I don't want to do any more fancy building like this. I don't want to do any more like it, putting down the decoration blocks and stuff until they get some optimization going, because this is nuts. I guess we'll start over here. Yeah, a lot of this is Mark 1 throughout this area. Or sorry, Mark 2 belts. So we'll go ahead and upgrade them to Mark 3 belts. I gotta tell you, upgrading everything to Mark 3 is a right pain in my ass. Especially this. I'm glad I did go through your entire part. This is with the old advanced machinery factory. This was the old one. I went ahead and tore all the belts out just to do that. Quite a mess. Alright, so yeah, just going through, upgrading all the inputs and the outputs. I'm trying to upgrade inputs and outputs within certain factories so that I kind of keep track of mentally, trying to mentally keep track of where I am with everything. It does take a second to also upgrade these belts too. Yeah, so if I got a belt line like this that's got that's got splitters in it, I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade all of the belts on it first, and then I'll go back in and place all those. Yes, I know a lot of these belts, especially these output ones that never move, hardly ever. I know a lot of them don't need to be Mark III, but I want to get rid of all the Mark IIs. It'll make my brain feel better if I get rid of all the Mark IIs. I think that's pretty much everything in this area. It sure does look like it. Well, at least here. I don't know about upstairs yet. I haven't went upstairs to check. But yeah, all the ones in this area seem to be Mark III now. All the inputs and the outputs, all the splitters, everything. Kind of cleaning up. Also did I did the advanced machinery parts factory somewhat anyway. I did the bottom underneath here. Did all this too. I even did the electrical, all the electrical. I had to tear these belts out so that I could get to the balancing area there, and then all these belts as well. All these balancers and belts and Just a big ol' mess. Oh, I didn't do the outputs on this. Let's do the outputs on that. Good thing I came back over here. Thought I had this all done on here, but I guess not. Oh, that's why some of the belts were like... That's why some of the belts were the way they were. But at least with some of these factories, they were kind of relying on being able to be Mark III. To be, to be actually efficient. So that's Mark II. Okay. There we go. I think that's everything. What would be nice though is that I wish I could go into the game and find out how many is left, you know? I want to know all of my Mark 1 or my Mark 2 belts on the map. I want to be able to know that. The game should be able to calculate that somewhere. I don't know if I can look that up or not. Information? No, that's something different. Games don't really have stats anymore, do they? Like production. I hit P for production. Factorio would tell me. Yeah, that's not a whole lot. Does this tablet do anything else? No. Just quick actions and copying stuff. Okay. I guess if I find out how to see my production, that would be nice. I actually don't know if this game even has a function like that. I do know most of this area has been upgraded to Mark III. Yeah, the troublesome spots are definitely going to be these factories here. Especially factories that don't really have a whole lot to them. Okay, yeah, these ones are fine. Oh, not that one though, apparently. That's why I check. Oh, you know why? Is because there's mergers underneath there. Alright, let's go fix that. That's why they're not upgraded, because the merger... Yeah. There's mergers underneath here that I haven't gotten to yet. Which I need to get to. Some of this got upgraded, and I don't know how. Must have been fooling around that day or something. Because I don't remember upgrading it. Maybe I was just messing around. And I just missed a few. I'm going through here. Oh. Oh, that one up there. Holy crap. Oh, wow. That's all. Oh, yeah, there's more like that, too. There. That belt there. Oh, pay very close attention in this factory. Yeah. That's why I missed it, because they're hidden. They're very well hidden, too. Don't know if I'm going to be able to hit whatever that is up there. Yeah, there's a hidden space up there somewhere. Between that and the floor. Not good. But it appears to all be Mark III now. appears is a question. Yeah, those seem to be... Yeah, because there's a... Oh, look at that. See, there is hidden stuff underneath here. No space. What? Holy crap, we had some Mark 1s in there. Oh, man. I'm going to have to make those into Mark 2 by hand, I think. If I can. Yeah, I have to make those into Mark 2. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm running very low on belts here. As you can see, only got about 1,000 in there right now. Okay. And then Mark 2 splitters. Alright, now we should only have Mark 3 stuff left. Okay. Yeah, it's because I only got like 2 machines making Mark 3 belts right now. Alright, so for some of this, I'm going to have to tear up the floor in order to get to it. Kind of a pain in the butt, I tell you. I can't see it. I think it's Mark 1 though. Ah! I hate when it does that. Oh, that's how I ended up with Mark 1 belts. Okay, no. I thought that there were still some hanging around in there. No, I remember now. There was a piece of belt that I picked up. Okay, that one's Mark 2. Alright, is the belt underneath? Okay, that one's fine. That one is fine. I gotta check all. Yep, see here. Get another one. That was only Mark 1 or Mark 2. Looks like the splitter's Mark 3 though. Okay, that's why we're checking all of this. There's bound to be some belt in here somewhere that's not. That's not quite correct. So I'm checking. But it would be nice to be able to know how many Mark 1s, Mark 2s, and Mark 3s I have. So if I go on a crazy, upgrade expedition like this one, I can then just know exactly what I need. We'll upgrade all this too. Even though I'm going to remove it, I don't want to have to pick up Mark 2 stuff later. If that makes any sense. It can all be Mark 3. Okay, all of this should be Mark 3 because this is where we started building with Mark 3. So it should just be going. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's that factory done, and this factory done, I believe. Oh, no, look at that. Look, we missed more. I thought I checked all those. I guess we'll go through and do another scan. Do another quick little romp through this factory. Make sure. It's hard to tell sometimes. Okay, we're going to have to make some more Mark 2 belts. I'll get rid of those Mark 1s because I guess I could have thrown them into the factory, I suppose. I'm too lazy for that. Alright, so now I got to go through the factories above ground now and start upgrading all these floors and stuff to Mark 3. Should be fun. Alrighty then. Been here for another little while upgrading all these damn belts, and I've checked over this building a few times, and it does look like I have upgraded all of the belts. It does take a little bit. I will say that it does take a little bit to finalize and go, yep, that's fully upgraded. I know that all these outputs are Mark III, but I'm going to check these inputs real quick. Except just needs plates. That one just needs plates. This one doesn't have anything going to it. No, that's good. That's good. Okay. I think all these are good. Oh, never mind. Do these have anything going to them? No, they don't. Yeah, this one didn't even. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of this factor that's not even being used. I think I am gonna move that. I think what I need to do is I need to tear apart these two factories here and redo them so that, because now that we've unlocked, I don't think we're going to be unlocking any more. I mean, we'll be unlocking more pumps and stuff, but there's not a whole lot left to unlock as far as that goes. Like as far as buildings themselves, like these will be in a different factory with the blast furnace, the pipeline and the pump for those pipelines is the only other thing that's going to be built in here. We've unlocked all the other stuff, so I need to tear these factories apart essentially and kind of redo, because we're going to have the bigger storage boxes in mind as well, and kind of redo a lot of that now that we know, and we can put more factories on the same kind of belt lines. Like we know, with this we know that all of these items will only use plates and machinery parts. All of these items will only use steel and glass. All of these items will only use plates. All of these items will only use plates and rods. You know, that kind of stuff. And we can kind of put all that together now, because now that we've pretty much unlocked almost all the buildings, other than what's in, Science Pack 5, we can work on that. But anyway. Now, over to our next factory. We do need to go underneath. There should be a close by piece that we can use right here. I mean, we could use the elevators too, but I'm not waiting for them. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade that. Why not? Oh, I'm almost out of lifts. Let me go back and get all our stuff, and then we'll come back over here. Get started on this, I suppose. I think I've upgraded I don't know if I've upgraded all this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I gotta upgrade all the outputs down here. I mean, I should have enough to finish this one. Anyway. Kind of a pain in the butt. Especially missing these little curves right here. Ooh. Oops. Oh, I do need slopes. Okay, well, anyway. Yep, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. This is the advanced machinery. The advanced machinery parts factory. We'll get all this on upgraded. And then move on to another factory. Alrighty then. So, got that factory fully upgraded to Mark III. I've went over the building a few times to make sure that I've hit all of the spots that I've needed to hit, getting all that done. Very good, very good. Very good, sir. Very good. Anyway, so that's that factory done and upgraded. That's the big factories there, up to Mark III. These ones are all upgraded, I believe. Oh no, this one's not upgraded underneath. We need to go underneath and upgrade the explosives factory. I thought I had, but I guess I missed a few spots. Because I've seen some yellow in there, so we're gonna go check that out. It's the outputs of this stuff here. Or sorry, it's all this. Yeah, I thought I had hit all of this, but I guess I didn't. What? Aha! Yeah, I did miss some of this. Okay. that one too, and that one too, and that one. Just tracing it back. Yep, there's another missed one. We're also going to have to go through and check the mergers as well. Okay, that's good. And good there. Just checking all the little bits. Okay, very good. Oh, we got one more to check. So this one's a bit confusing because it's in the middle of all the other crap. Yeah, that looks good. Then we check all of the mergers. And mergers. We can't see. Okay. That's... yeah, all of that's fully upgraded. There's a lot of mergers to get this going. Because we got to merge we're gonna merge a bunch of machines and then merge two lines together after that. Okay. Yep, that all looks good. All right. That should be the explosives factory done. With Mark III as well. Very good. There's just so many factories. I was like flying over and I was like, I knew I saw yellow in there somewhere. Yeah, it's because a lot of these, like, these little inputs. Yeah, oh, I see. Okay. Well, actually, it's good that I did go underneath and fix that. But yeah, I completely forgot about these little lines here. Yeah, so I have to go in, remove a bit. I'll remove a couple bits. And then upgrade the belt, and then put those two bits back. Is there an easier way? No, not really. It's in a really tight spot. I wish I could just upgrade it, but yeah, it's not possible. And especially so because if we leave those as Mark IIs with Mark III elsewhere, they're going to run out of material. Yeah, and these ones are always constantly running out of material. I haven't had to fill them yet, but yeah, they don't output. They should be outputting 3 instead of 2 in order to make our system work. Okay. Yeah. So then we've got this set of machines. Yeah, we just got to do that to all of these. Ah. And it's so laggy around here as well. Yeah, I completely forgot that these even existed. It's probably be the only super hard one that's like this. That's just like, I don't say that'll be like hard to do, just like tedious, I guess. Because there's no way to see those at all. I don't know if I clicked edit. Okay. Yeah, there's just no way of being able to see those things. And because I have to remove 2 bits of walkway and then put them back. Okay. And then the next row. You know, I didn't think we were going to be accomplishing the full upgrade of the entire build, the entire city build today, but we might be getting close. Yeah, I'm. You know, I've been upgrading. Yeah, we upgraded those, I believe. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I have been upgrading. I've got the circuit board factory and the polymer board factory fully upgraded as well. The polymer board factory was pretty damn easy because there was no mergers or anything. And then these whole belts as well, going all the way back here, and then all of these belts as well, getting everything upgraded. Also, these belts, I believe, are also all Mark III. Yeah, everything over here is Mark III at the same time. Looks like it anyway. We check the input right before that splitter. Yep, right good there. Yep, all of these are all Mark III as well. Very nice. So now it's just the big, we get over here. It's the big behemoth of a factory. Well, actually, there's two factories that we got to work on. We're going to work on the this one here, I think. But I need to go over here to the main bus line where everything's kind of coming in. Start there, I think. Make sure everything's upgraded. Yeah, see all these belt lines here. They're all fully upgraded. Oh, I see that. Yep, that splitter right there wasn't fully upgraded. Yeah, this is the liquid factory. I think we'll do both of these at the same time. Why not, right? There's a lot of splitters in here for this setup to actually work. And I might run out of belts before I finish this factory. I've been having to wait, like go watch some YouTube or something. Go watch some shows or something while I wait for things to make. Because I only got 2 machines making belts right now. I'm using them way faster than I can make them. So, I mean, it makes sense, but still, at the same time, it's like, ugh. Oh yeah, and then we also got the robot factory over here too. That also needs to be all Mark III. The one that makes our drones that we sell. Probably be a good idea to upgrade all of those. Gonna be crazy. This is nutty though, this factory. No wonder I only have 10 FPS. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not sitting here wondering why I'm at 10 FPS. I know why. A part of it is me. I would say 90% of it is my fault, and the other 10% of it is the game not being optimized. And then sometimes I also have to sit here and wait and make sure that these turn green. As you can see, they're very slowly turning green. Turning to the Mark III. They are Mark III when you upgrade them. It just takes it. When you're this low on FPS, it takes the game a second. Also, look at this. Watch. This is really weird. So 10 FPS, maybe 12 FPS, maybe 13, maybe 11, maybe 10. And then I look this way. 15, 15, 14, 13, 16. There's a lot over there. You can tell. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't forget to do the do all the mergers and stuff too. Yep, this is these are the outputs here. Can't forget to do those. Yeah, this factory right here though, this is the last like super tall factory. Get that? Nope. Can't forget that little corner in there. I'm gonna have to remember that because there's gonna be more than one floor that's gonna have stuff like that. course, our splitters. Luckily, you're not running out of splitters or out of belt lifts, because there's way more belts than there is the slopes or the splitters. Ah! Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck! Oh. All that is... Yep, all that is upgraded, so it's just the splitters. Yeah, I knew I missed one. I was like, did I make sure I check? So I think I'm missing one in there somewhere. Okay, so that's all that factory. Now we'll go over to this side. Upgrade the splitters here. There's too many. There's too much in this game. Because there's a long distance. I guess unless you know the game well, there's a long distance between, or like a long time frame between Mark II and Mark III belts. Because Mark IIs you unlock pretty damn early, which is great. It's just what ends up happening after that is there's a big difference between Mark II and Mark III as far as research. There's a lot more that you have to do with Mark IIs to even get to Mark III. Like I said, unless you know the game very well, this is our first time through, so be gentle. Just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, it definitely is a bit of an issue when it comes to that. So. Oh, did we do the outputs of this? Oh no, the outputs, they don't, the outputs for the drone factory don't actually come down because they need to go up. That's right. Alright, so all these belts, wow. Can't believe those were Mark IIs. Oh, we forgot about the concrete factory entirely. I haven't upgraded the concrete factory as far as belts go. Honestly, I completely forgot. Let's look how many slopes there are in all of these. I'm out of slopes. Crap. Well then. Alright, let me go get some more slopes and then probably gonna grab some more belts too while I'm over there. And then we'll get these factories upgraded over here. These 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 factories here, but 1, 2. Yeah, there's only 3 factories. I thought there's 4. Because that one doesn't need to be touched. So yeah, it's only these 3 here. Alright. Okay then. So now that we've got those factories fully upgraded. Don't ask me why I was over there. I took a bit of a break and completely forgot. Oh yeah, we can get rid of this little... There. Okay. Yeah, everything has been considerably more laggy as well, which is kind of funny. I also upgraded all these 2 big boxes as well. Got rid of all the unnecessary inputs and outputs because there was 2 boxes there. Now there's only 1. Got these all upgraded. Got this whole factory upgraded all the way to the top. Yeah, everything is looking good. All that's left is to upgrade the concrete factory, and that's it. Just got to go and upgrade those belts. Only take a few minutes, I believe. And then that'll be Mark III completed, I believe. I don't think there's any more Mark II stuff. There might be some Mark II stuff out by the miners and such where we've been doing mining, but other than that, yeah, let's go ahead and Mark III this bad boy up. Here. That's that floor anyway. Now this floor does go below. So I think we're going to have to go below because there's going to be a lot of merging and stuff underneath. So let's go below real quick and make sure everything is the way it should be underneath the factory anyway. Because it's only a single floor for other than the gravel and stuff. Yeah, here we go. This stuff. Oh boy. There's actually a lot here. I think I'm going to do it line by line. Otherwise, we're going to get very confused. And don't forget that little bit there. There's a lot of mergers and stuff. This one. Like I say, you got to do everything I can to keep track of where I'm at when I'm upgrading the factory. There's still quite a bit to do. I've been upgrading. And of course, once we upgrade all this, we'll check up top to make sure that we have indeed upgraded fully. Because sometimes I will miss bits of belt and whatnot, so. It happens. Yeah, I can't believe we're about to upgrade all the factories, though. And like I said, I didn't think it would be possible to be able to make that happen. But we have, we're just about to make it happen. Okay, let's do all the splitters and stuff first. On this whole line. I think I'm doing the concrete by accident. You know what, that's fine, actually. Yeah, we can do the concrete. It is okay. Yeah. There's so much as well. It's nuts. I did upgrade it. Just took a second to pop in there. We did all this. Okay. So we'll do the concrete first. Which is what this line is. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll do the rest of this. I have been doing that one too, right? Yeah. Just making sure. It's easy to lose yourself on this. I think that's... Yeah, that looks like that. Alright. did all the... Yeah, we did all these. And we did all this. Yep, alright. I'll just follow this back, yeah. So it's like there's gonna be belts and mergers on this as well. Oh man. That's why I'm cutting most of this stuff out. It's so freaking boring. It's boring and tedious. That's the way she goes. I think that's pretty much that. I think that's done there. So go ahead and head on up. Probably still have a few ramps and stuff around that I've been using that are still Mark II. Yeah, I'm going to go through and look at all of this. Look at all these outputs as well, making sure they're all Mark III. Because, like I said, sometimes I miss one or two. It's just with the 10 FPS and the autosave lag and all these belts and stuff, it's really hard to remember exactly everything. That's Mark III, that's Mark III, Mark III. Yep, okay, this is all Mark III as well. Mark III. Mark III. Mark III. And Mark III. And yes, the research facility, that's it. The research facility has been fully upgraded, by the way, as well. So there's that. I think we're only missing a few pieces here. Oh, like this. It's just like that belt was just going as fast as it could. Alright. So then, yeah, let me throw down a box real quick. Because we're going to swap these out for a couple of these bigger ones. Yeah, I want to get rid of all of that. Okay. Just so that we can pick up. Oh man. That took all of my inventory. Quick, put it back. It's like, quick, put it back. Okay, so with this box, we should only need one set of inputs and outputs. That'll be the same with this one. Just go ahead and remove that. Good. Not space inventory. Destroy a stack of concrete. Okay, that's what it was. Quick, fill it in. Quick, quick. Alright, cool. So we'll go back and grab all of this. Put that back in our inventory. Resort. Alright. So I guess going underneath now is going to be the next step in our plan here. Because I think that's the only belts left. It's going to be any belts underneath here. That would be the only belts left that aren't Mark III. If there is any Mark IIs left down here. Yep, like that right there. You can see it. Let's see, where does this... Oh, that's why. Okay. Yep, there's a Mark II splitter down here. And that is why. Okay, I'm just going to follow this. Okay, so that goes back up. And all of this should be Mark III, yep. It's like, yeah, where there's like splitters and stuff, we're gonna end up with like Mark II belts or Mark II splitters as well, because some of these splitters haven't been. Wow, I'm surprised that one actually was. Oh, I guess at the other end of the factory where it's going above the foundation, it definitely was Mark III. Like it would definitely be upgraded to Mark III because of that. Yeah, the belts down here, I really didn't care, as if that wasn't, super obvious. I really didn't care where things went. I just put it down and called it a day. Because down here, I was like, it does not matter whatsoever. Okay, everything's looking good still. I thought there was an upgrade there. Yeah, I think that's all the belts. Oh, one of the belts as well was broken, the pipes belt. So we weren't making green science anymore. It was the pipes belt for the science, and yeah, we just weren't making science anymore for green because green needs piping. It was kind of hilarious. A lot of these belt lines are like feeding different factories and such that are farther away, and it was better to put them underneath here where they couldn't be in the way to go long distance. Yeah, like I said, I think we have it all. I don't think there's any more. I mean, I know I've said it a million times and then immediately go, nope, we missed one, that kind of stuff. But I honestly, I think it's all good. And this is the main belt line here. We want to get stuck on this side. We won't be stuck in the middle because that'll allow us to go up. Go uppity, uppity, up. Oh, never mind. I forgot. No, actually, we should be able to get past this. Yeah. Can't get past that, though. Let's pick things up. That's fine. Okay. Oh, I thought we would have been able to go up top, but... Oh, yeah, there's a big old hole here. Okay. That looks like it, though. I think we're done. I think we're on Mark III for everything. I know I've said that 100 times now, but honestly, I do believe we are on Mark III. There might be some stuff missing, but there's no way to really tell anymore. There's no way in this game that I know of, anyway, to be able to see how many Mark III stuff you have. Or, sorry, see how many belts, see what type of belts and stuff in the game. There's no way to see that number, unfortunately. So I guess we'll just have to trust that we're on Mark III for everything. Ooh, uh-oh, we're running out of coal. Yep. We're running out of coal for the steel, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's for steel right there. Yep, looks like that'll be something we have to fix next time. Because this was a full belt, and now it's pretty damn empty. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. No, that's for power. Oh, crap. Emergency. I don't have an emergency box. Crap. Yeah, I don't have any way of remedying this situation. So, that'll be the next thing, is factory. You know what I need? I need a way to shut off the power so it doesn't use up all the fuel. Oh dear. Yeah, I need a way to be able to shut off that power so that I don't consume all of the fuel. I guess there's one way I can do it. There is one way, is to cut off the feeding belts. Or no, if the feeding belts are empty, I guess it wouldn't matter, would it? It wouldn't matter if the feeding belts are empty that you cut them off, because there wouldn't be that much. Okay. Hold on. Ah, auto-saving. Yeah, the belts are completely empty. Crapolas. However, they're not completely done yet. Oh wait, that ain't gonna help, is it? It'll help better if I do it here. There we go. Okay, we'll cut off the feeding belts, and then that gives us some ignum left. Well, guess what we're going to be doing next week? Next week is going to be the time where we find... I need to be on that side. I really need to fix this floor. You know what I mean? I need to be able to walk in here. I understand the bridge section, but dang it, everywhere else. But yeah, that's... But that is going to be it for this episode of Foundry. So next week, the plan is to start working on the ignum stuff. So basically, if we go over to what would it be under? What would it be under? I guess it's under components. Here it is. Ignum fuel rods. That's going to be next week. So basically, the thing with ignum fuel rods is we take ignum and we turn it into powder, and then we make a fuel factory that takes oil, turns it into liquid fuel, low density alumite, basically. So from regular alumite into low density alumite, plus that and a bit of steel and a bit of advanced machinery parts into a fuel rod casing. In these fuel rod casings, then plus the wire, the ignum powder that we crush up. So ignum powder is just ignum ore rubble, essentially. Too bad there's not an advanced version of it, but it's fine. Turn it into ignum powder plus the liquid fuel, a bit of wire, and the casing inside a fluid assembler. And we turn that into an ignum fuel rod, and then that ignum fuel rod gets used up and it spits out the casing, and then the casing goes back into the system to then be turned back into an ignum fuel rod again. Basically, the casing is full of the fuel, and then the boilers over here use that. They burn up the fuel, leaving the casing, and then they eject the casing back out. So you need enough room to be able to do that. So we're going to have to completely rearrange these two center belts to do one input, one output. That's why I'm glad I did two belts in the center. I'm so glad I did that, because that set this up for this factory that we're about to make. And the liquid fuel factory has to be massive, because the amount of stuff we're doing here is going to be crazy. But however, as long as we have ignum in the system and we got those casings floating around, we should be good. But this is going to use up less of our coal, or ignum, essentially. It's going to be using less. It's going to be using way less of this stuff. So, but yeah. Yeah, that's going to be it though for this episode. So, like I said, next week, fuel factory into making ignum fuel rods. We're going to have a fuel factory, and then we're going to have the casing factory, which we're only going to have one machine making them, essentially. Well, whatever the number needs to be. And then that factory is actually going to be shut down before it fills up a box, before it fills up the casing box that we're going to have, because that casing is just going to circulate, essentially. I know you're saying you don't need to make a factory for that, just make them by hand and then throw them into the system. I want to be able to have a factory making them, making the casings, and then when we don't need it, we're not going to fill the case. We're not going to make any more casings. And then if we ever expand the factory, we expand that or have another thing, then we'll have a box of casings kind of ready to go, essentially. Or we could just borrow and whatnot. But there'll still be a factory that automates it, essentially. But I know it's unnecessary. Over half of this build is unnecessary. Okay. Anyway, but like I said, yeah, that is going to be it for this episode of Foundry. I hope you all have yourselves a great weekend, and also I hope you enjoy. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.